Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank y'all so much for coming back. I do appreciate all of you guys being here. I have to do my spiel. Y'all know I have to do this. If you're new, welcome. My name is Shalise. I'm a 41-year-old mama and wife and worker bee, and I'm documenting our journey here on YouTube. So I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary, but I am an investor. I'm in the trenches just like you when the market's up, down, good, bad, ugly. And I'm sharing our journey from that perspective, okay? And always be aware of scammers and fake pages and bots and all of that stuff. So today we'll start, I think the next several videos, we're going to be talking about the dividend income we received for the month of September. September is always a big payout. And I'm going to do these videos in parts because number one, I don't do long videos. Number two, my videos do better when I'm actually focusing on a few and just breaking it down versus just saying, oh, we received this amount in dividend income. And I'm not really sharing a lot of the backstory and, you know, what our goal is and why and all of that. I think it's really good for beginners, and my analytics show me that many of you watch that. So today is all about SCHD, okay? And I may share a few other ones in this one as well. And I'm also going to do a full flip through, a full reveal of my 2026 investment planner. So make sure y'all just stay tuned. I know you may be here for SCHD, but come on, it's your sister. I made this. Y'all gonna have to support me, okay? So just stay tuned for the whole video. So let me share with you what we received in SCHD. So SCHD, the dividend is supposed to pay on the 29th, I believe, but it's already pending there in the accounts. So, you know, I feel like I can go ahead and make the video because it is our money. They did declare the ex-dividend amount, which was 0.26 cents. I think it was 0.2604 if I'm not mistaken, but 26 cents per share. So we do have a bigger SCHD position over in Interactive Brokers. We're paused. I have been critical of SCHD. If you know me, you know me. This is business. This is investing. This is not personal. And I'm looking forward to the next reconstitution, which should be in March of next year. And so I'm looking forward to see what the fund managers do, what they add, what they take away, what the weight is looking like of the different sectors and companies. But SCHD is not for growth. So if you're in it for growth, you're in the wrong thing. Okay, it's for income. And I do like it because when the markets aren't doing as well, SCHD kind of ride the wave, which I really do like. But having a lot of growth is always a good thing. But they paid 26 cents on 2,000 shares, which gave us over $520. I mean, come through, $520. Side note, I know I get asked this a lot. The drip is off over there. It is off. Again, we're okay with what we have. We don't really want to add any more over there right now. So with that money that we received, we are actually using that to build up SCH. What was that? SCHG over there. I know we had VTI. But you know, just to get a little bit more growth over there. SCHG over there, just put a little bit over there. We also have a bigger position of SCHG in Robinhood. But again, we want to use one dividend to help build up another. Do you guys do that? Let me know. If you do that, leave me a comment down below of what stock or fund you receive a dividend in that you use that to build up another position. Okay. And the great thing about a lot of these platforms we use is that you can turn on and off the drip for certain stocks and funds. So you don't have to have the drip on for all of them that you own. You can kind of adjust it the way you see fit. Okay. Coming over to good old Robinhood. I have my tablet right here if you see me looking down. Hold on, side note, because this is a milestone. We have 51.82 shares of SCHD. So I started this challenge back in October of last year. Go watch the videos. They're all there. Okay. And the challenge was to automatically invest $10 every Friday. And then I added on to that challenge any amount under $50 if I come on the budget with a water bill, gas, food. I try to stay home, and I do cook a lot because, you know, I've lost weight. Shout out to me, about 25 pounds. Shout out to me. And thank God too. But you know, any small amounts of money that I have left over, put it in there because fractional shares add up. I think people think I joke when I say that, but every $5, $10 extra you have, put it in the market. And over time, long term, it does work. But $13.40 is what we receive, which is crazy. Just putting small amounts of money in, $13.40. So, I mean, if you add this to what we received over in Interactive Brokers, that's about $533 and some change. What could that pay for? Because this is the motivating part. That could pay for, I want something like realistic. That could pay for probably half of my grocery bill. So we spend between $800 and $1,000 a month, which I think is insane for groceries. But remember, I eat healthier now because health is wealth. Scroll back through my community post. You're going to see I talk about breast surgeries and lumps and exams. Health is wealth. And I like to cook a lot at home. But, you know, to pay for half of the groceries where I can, you know, pay attention to the quality of foods that I'm buying and knowing that this could pay for a nice shopping trip at Whole Foods, like, to me, that's a game changer. So I love this for us. I love that these dividends can actually do something for us. I'm going to see, let's see what else that I can share with you guys. I think I said I would share SCHG as well. That's the other Schwab US Large Growth Cap ETF. And I've talked about SCHD many times on the channel, just scroll back. But also on September 29th, we have a dividend of $14.87. Now that was, I think, 2 cents a share. But remember, this is for growth. They don't pay a whole lot in dividends, which is okay. Because if you look, our growth year to date is 13.23%, which is amazing. So growth and income is good. You just want more growth, especially if you're not near retirement. You have some years to go, because it can really, you really see compound interest work for you. So I'm going to pause on those 2 dividends, and you will see some more in my next video. But I am excited to show you guys the flip through of this. So shout out to my email list. A lot of you have already gotten your planner. I've been doing these for the last couple of years. Last like 4 years. This is the 4th edition. You have the option of getting just the digital, or the digital with the private groups, or you can get the planner only, physical planner, or the physical planner plus the groups. Now, one of the major feedbacks I got was that people want to use the planner with me. So starting December, right after Christmas, we're going to meet every single month starting December through all of next year. Okay, that's 13 private group sessions. You're going to bring your planners to them, and we are going to do the planners together. Okay, and if you miss a session, you will have the link for the replay, and you can rewatch it anytime you want. Before I do the digital flip through of it, I'm going to show you a flip through that I did in person. Okay, so you will see me flip through the book. This is what the planner will look like when you get it. Okay, with the clip that you see right up on your screen. Again, black coil binding, colored cover. Really a lot of information, but then there's a lot of unique trackers that you can use. I revamped the monthly investment plan tracker. I revamped the retirement plan tracker. I added 3 buckets for retirement. I added financial independence, retire early trackers. I added end of life trackers, you know, estate planning and really what to think about when it comes to that. There's a ton of dividend tracking. There's dividend calendars, the landscape way, so that you can really see how tracking your dividends will look. A lot of people ask me to put that in the book. I usually track my dividends like in a dividend calendar via a spreadsheet. But a lot of people asked if there was a way I can put it in a book, and I did, and you will see that in the clip that you see up on your screen. But every single month, if you choose that option, you will be able to join us, bring your books, bring a drink, bring a snack, and we're going to talk about how we can really do better with our finances. If we're tired, if we see the economy, you know, going to the crapper, right? But we see the rich getting richer. We see the stock market at record returns. I've helped thousands of people to invest with small amounts of money, beginner investors, seasoned investors, older investors, young investors, moms, husbands, you know. Hey guys, so I wanted just to zoom in a little bit so that you can see it a little bit clearer. Like I said, this is over 110 sheets. You can see like my copyright stuff there, a little bit about me, The table of contents, there's 5 chapters in here. You see it right there, just to really help you to track. I love tracking. I'm kind of OCD with it. So the fact that so many of you, are like that, or you want to, learn to become, your own financial advisor, that's what I love about this. This is chapter 1, your money checkup, all about going over your review for 2025. We're going to do this in our first group session. Talk about current financial state. It's all in this first chapter. Financial self-reflection. These are all different questions from last year. Like one question is, be honest, are you keeping up with the Joneses? These are great conversations for us to have in our group. The 2026 financial vision board. Your goals for investments, dividends, net worth, and income, and tracking your timeline for this, for your vision, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, and 5 years. Then a page, of course, to like put your thoughts down. Then we have the financial habits tracker. You saw that in the clip of the actual planner. We're going to be tracking our habits every month next year. How often are we investing, saving, eating out, paying off debt, spending online, reading a book, a no spend day. That's all here. Again, track. An income sources tracker right there. Then this is chapter 2, invest the rest consistently. We're going to be talking about monthly investing. You see there's a calendar here that has all the dates that the market will be closed next year. A reference guide for investing, terminologies, tips. This is also investing 101, like what is investing? What is the stock market, etc. What is value-based stocks, growth stocks, blue chip stocks, employer sponsored account, paying taxes. It's all right there. What is the SEC, which is important? What are index funds, mutual funds, ETFs? It's all right there so that you guys can have just a quick reference guide. Then order of investing, I have a page there, investing do's and don'ts. And now you're going to see a lot of the trackers. This is the investing challenge for next year. I did put this all on one page that was requested. Q1 pick, Q2 pick, Q3 pick, Q4 pick. It's all here. So shout out to you guys. If you please vote in the poll, scroll back in my community post, is all there. I revamped the monthly investment plan. So what you used to see, you won't be seeing starting probably in December or January, but it's all here in the books, just helping you to stay focused. There are 12 trackers here because it's 12 months in a year. Then every quarter is a portfolio update. So I want you to go and check your portfolio, and then you can continue to invest. I'm just scrolling through so that this video isn't too long, but Q2 right there. And then where's Q3 right there? And then Q4 is right there. And then fractional share size builder. So you can start at 10 shares. This was heavily requested. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can actually see it. Let me see. Yeah, you can see it right there. You just track until you get to 10 shares, 25 shares, 50 shares. You can pick the stock or fund. Check when you complete. I gave you 2 of these trackers. Stock share builder. On this tracker, you go from 1 share to 30 shares. On this one is from 40 to 100 shares. You want to build your share sizes up. I was asked to put a 500 shares challenge in here, so you can pick the stock or fund. I gave you 2 of these trackers so that you can get to 500 shares. This is a tracker to track your contributions for next year. Every month, total up how much you put in the markets. This is a stock watch list. I keep one of these. This is how I know what ETF or stock to move on to. Keep track. You may find some good ones on your own. This is all about research. I give you the questions. All you got to do is pick a stock or fund you like, put it into ChatGPT or Google, and you can get your answers, but I give you all the questions. And then we have put your coins to work. Every $5 that you save up in coins, just put in the market. More thoughts and notes for chapter 2. Chapter 3 is dividend dollars and cents. This is just dividend investing and terminology. And then we go right into tracking. January, February, March, April, May, all through next year. At the bottom of each month is total dividends, stock or fund that paid the most, highest dividend, lowest dividend, expenses your dividend could cover, and goals for next month. That's on every page that you see right there. Again, tracking your own progress. You are the CEO of your own finances, okay? Quarterly tracking for your dividends. So you can come in and check that. If you are part of the groups, we'll be doing this together. This is a condensed page for all of your dividends, for next year. You just put it here, total for January, February, March, so on and so forth. 2026 dividend summary. We'll do this at the end of 2026, just to total up our best paying month, best paying stock, worst paying stock, things like that. And then this is the dividend calendar I was telling you about in that clip. Again, a lot of you want to build your own calendar and a planner. I usually do this in a spreadsheet, but I've made one so that you guys could track it in a planner as well. And like I said, if you're in the groups, I'll be doing it with you. Chapter 4 is preparing for the future you, all about retirement and your retirement accounts and tracking your progress, your net worth, all of your assets, all of your liabilities. We tracking our net worth every quarter. So that's the sheet right there. Then we got a challenge for your 401k, 403b, or 457. We want to try to max it out. If not, you have some options down here, 1,000, 5,000, 15,000, or max it out. And the same thing is for the HSA and our Roth IRA challenge. Okay. Then 100K portfolio tracker. We're going to break it down. $10,000 portfolio, 25K portfolio, 50K, 100K. And then there's a whole tracker that I included. If you want to pick a 401k or one thing to track to get to 100K, it's right there. The investing in REITs. I know many of you like that. 3 buckets for retirement. This was one requested. So I talk about the 3 buckets and I help you to create your own buckets. It's right there. Okay. You just fill out your information. Also, financial independence, retire early, the 5 main types of FIRE. And I help you to kind of think about if you want to choose FIRE, what you can do. And then we have right here how to come up with your retirement number. So I give you all the information here, how to come up with your projected monthly budget and then your projected yearly budget and then your retirement number. I give you 2 trackers there. Your retirement plan, I revamped this into 2 pages. This is the first page. I really have you kind of thinking about a whole lot of things, if I'm being honest. Timeline, order of withdrawal, retirement readiness checklist is all here. And then finally, chapter 5, generational wealth, real estate, estate planning. I talked to you about wealth creation there, a little bit about real estate there, home buying process. We have 4 homes. Yeah, 4 homes. So we kind of know a little something. Here's a tracker to save up for your down payment, closing costs, moving costs, and home emergency fund. This is about investing for kids in the different account types, a kid's savings tracker, and a kid's investing tracker. You can do it every month. Then this is about estate planning, a quick reference guide, checking your credit. TU is TransUnion, EQ is Equifax, EX is Experian, and then any issues you find on your credit report, you can put it there. Wealth preservation checklist is there, and then end of life plan. Let me pause this and expand. This one I put a lot of work into because, again, when you're thinking about wills and trusts and things like that, you need to have a starting point. And this is really making you think about, where's your social security card at? Many people don't know where it is. When my grandfather passed away, we didn't know where none of the stuff was. So you need to have all of your stuff in one file or one storage box or something, so that your family members can find that information if needed. But all that information is right there. And then again, thoughts, and then a final letter from me. So that is a quick view of what it looks like up close. All right, guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the flip through of that investment planner. It took me weeks, like 6 weeks, to really sit down and pour my brain into something that I wish I would have had. Getting feedback from my daughter, who's a beginner investor. She will join us for some of those private sessions next year, just to get her perspective as a beginner, a young person, etc. And again, thank you to all of those on my email list who really are supporting me, because again, you never know what, you could do to help people. Starting from an idea, I just thought maybe I'll just put together an investment plan or create one, put all my ideas down, and perhaps it can help somebody else. And people have been giving me tons of good feedback about just the trackers that I created, things that they wish they had that'll help them. Is it the end all be all? No, but it's a great starting point. And like I said, you saw it in the clip that I just showed you. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.